For people who want to know what is the Keith Andrew Network, the whole point of my talk show is to show you that even with having a learning disability, I can still amount to something. And at the same time, I'm able to turn myself into an example for people out there dealing with any types of learning disabilities and disabilities, and never give up and prove people wrong. Prove to them that labels do not dictate who you are and who you're going to be. To prove them, you can still amount to something.
Hi, I am Jessica Alexandra Green. I am thrilled to be invited on the Keith Andrew Show. I am a director, editor, actor, and founder of DemoReelsForActors.com. And I'm super excited about our chat today.
Hi, I'm Huxley Brenner, and I'm so ready to be a part of the Keith Andrews Network. But before we get started, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. I'm an actress and an entrepreneur, and I can't tell you how thrilled I am to be part of this interview with Keith, who most people know has an amazing story of his own. He represents a population that I am incredibly passionate about in the world of mental health, and I am so happy about the barriers that he's breaking. So without further ado, hit that subscribe button and let's get started.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Keith Andrew, and welcome to the Keith Andrew Network. It's 1048. That is right, 1048. I'm here with two beautiful women here only on the Keith Andrew Network. With that being said, if you're watching this on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you have to leave a comment because I would like to interact with you. Our beautiful guests would like to interact with you. And it's about bringing people together. Both of you are actresses. And one thing I do want to say is, Jess, you have your own company. And I think that's great, just thrown out there. Maybe you can help me and you can help Huxley, especially Huxley because she's an actress. So the first question I want to ask you is, tell her a little bit about your company.
Well, thank you, Keith. I actually am the founder and lead editor at DemoReelsForActors.com. So we primarily cut demo reels for actors, but we also do other types. I've done director reels, public figures, political figures, hosting, sports, just a little bit of everything. So yeah, I'm in life. I am a film editor. I have been doing that for several years now. I work on narrative work, and I do a lot of series and films. And then in my company that is specifically for demo reels, I cut mostly demo reels for actors, and I draw from that experience being a film editor as well as my past 20-something years as an actor.
Oh, nice. What about you, Huxley? What can you tell us about yourself?
Well, I originally started acting when I was in college, and I moved to New York to make the dream happen. But reality kicked in, and so I couldn't pursue that at that time. So I pursued a background in psychology and became a licensed professional counselor. And then I transitioned into acting again just recently. And I'm really enjoying it. I'm very excited. I had done theater in the past, but now it's film, which is a whole different world. I thought they were very similar, but not at all. They're quite different. And I really love it. And I'm studying the Ivana Chubbuck technique through a studio in LA. And I also use a studio here in Colorado for classes. And the technique is so fascinating that I've decided to incorporate it with therapeutic treatments for combat vets.
No, that sounds absolutely amazing. So the first, I'm going to ask you some easy questions, some fun questions. Some questions are out there, but we like to have fun. So the first two questions I want to ask both of you is, when you were in college, were you a study nerd or party animals? And Huxley, we're going to start with you.
I was a study nerd, an absolute study nerd, because my worth at the time was based on the grade that I got. So I worked really hard to get really good grades.
What about you, Jessica?
Well, I went to Florida State, so I would have to say it's not possible to get through that school without being somewhat of a party animal. But grades were also very important to me. I was in the theater school, so what I was studying was very important to me. So I don't know if I could put myself in one category or the other. I think more it depended on the day or the hour.
Well, here's the question for both of you. What did you major in, and how did you guys? Well, Jessica, sorry. I have a friend named Jess, so it's really hard.
You can go with Jess. It's easy breezy.
I appreciate it. So, Jess, let me ask you, you started your own company, but when you were in college, what did you want to major in, and how did you start your own company? Did one thing lead into another?
It did. Not really a direct line, but it certainly did. I studied theater. I chose the theater school because that was the school that accepted actors. Our film school did not accept actors. So I got my full rounded education in theater, including directing. But I spent most of my free time at the film school acting in their films. Then I went out to LA. I worked there for a few years, came to New York, acting throughout. And eventually I became an editor because I was very unhappy with the demo reels that I was getting. So I learned to edit just in order to edit my own demo reels. Then I began editing reels for my friends. And not long into that, one of my friends said, "Hey, I have 3 short films and I would love for you to edit them." And I said, "I have no idea how to edit a film." And he said, "I have no money. What's the worst that can happen?" So we made our way through that, and it actually turned out wonderfully. And one thing quickly led to another. And within 2 years, I was editing full time. And during that time, I also bridged the gap over to directing, because as I always say, if you take an editor's brain with the knowledge of the shots and how everything goes together, and you take an actor's brain and you put them together, it's a director. So one thing definitely did lead to another, if not exactly on the path that I had imagined when I was in college.
Wow.
What about you, Huxley? Same question.
Well, I started as a theater major early on, right out of high school. And then, like I said, I moved to New York. And I went back to school late in age, which is probably why I didn't fall into the party category, because I was much older and I was like, okay, this is serious, not that it wasn't serious when I was younger, but it was just very different when you go back older and you have younger people around you. And I started the 4-year college with a major in English, and that quickly changed into psychology through learning a lot about myself and, helping myself heal from a lot of, bad stuff that happens when you grow up. And so that stuck with psychology, and I graduated with a psychology Bachelor of Science, and that moved into, well, I can't really do much with a bachelor's in science, so I had to pursue a master's degree in order to be able to help people in the way that I wanted to. So I have a master's in clinical community counseling now.
Well, sorry, I had a frog in my throat. I talk too much. For me, I don't have a BA. I don't have a bachelor's. Some people say I have a BA and BS because I like talking out of my ass. But if you give me like a lot of people say, well, Keith, if we give you like a box of crayons, because that's how high your education is, you can probably make something out of it. My brother, has a degree, and he could have worked in broadcasting, decided not to. I don't even have a normal high school diploma. I have one of those wink, wink IEP diplomas. It's pretty much like this. Here you go, you graduate. So pretty much it means you took the classes where you need to, but you can only go to a trade school. But that's fine if you want to be a custodian or work on cars. But then again, it's kind of like, I barely got past high school. Do you want me to work on your car? Yeah, good luck with that. But I'm showing you, hey, I didn't go to college. I may learn and read at a fifth grade to a high school level, fall under the spectrum of being retarded. But look at what I have created for myself for 10 and a half years, 1,048 episodes, thanks to you guys,
Wow.
officially. And I just pretty much, and of course, yes, it hurt, but I pulled it out of my ass and say, you know what? My dad says I have diarrhea of the mouth. Why not use that? And I got tired of using my talk show. I got tired of using my disability as a crutch. This is not really about me, it's about you, but I call it the boomerang. You throw it, you say you can't do this, you walk around with your hands out. Bottom line is you want people to take you seriously and you want to be an inspiration for people, you have to put in the work.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I watched one of your interviews, Keith, from 2019, and I was just struck by that resilience that you have and I'm not going to quit and you're not going to tell me what box I belong in. And when I graduated for my licensure, I worked with populations with intellectual and developmental disabilities and mental illness. So it's fascinating to me to watch people take a disability and turn it into a power, and propel themselves forward. It's just so wonderful.
Absolutely. I think it's so admirable. I love what you said about not wanting to use your disability as a crutch, because I feel like, everyone has something, and some things are more severe than others. And it's so easy to feel sorry for yourself and get down on yourself and just keep thinking, I can't, and get caught in that thought spiral. And to not be in that, I think, is just a wonderful, beautiful, admirable thing.
No, you're absolutely right. Now we have 17 minutes left. I want you guys to interact with each other. That's why I changed up the format, because I want to be more interactive. But a lot of people make fun of me for this question, but I really don't give a damn. Huxley, you were talking about this off the air, but Jess, if you're interested, I would love to have you a part of it as well. A little bit about my talk show is, yes, we talk to actors, actresses, models, CEOs, people with disabilities. My mom said, oh, your show is just about disabilities. Yes and no. It's about turning myself into an example. But I have so many other people. But for the younger audience out there that may not be interested in, and I know I can be pretty boring about wrestling and all other stuff, how can I say you're entertaining, or you service and provide us with entertainment? So I do a lot of voiceovers, video challenges, and Huxley, we're talking about this off the air. Jess, I would love to work with you on this. I do Dumbo challenges, Dumbo book. Pretty much, I would get like a group of people together. Each person would reenact that character, or they climb on top of each other to reenact it, like the Jumbo Buck, march in, pile up. Because I want to bring it cartoony. I want to bring entertainment to it. Of course, there's hundreds of other stuff on YouTube and kind of scratch your head at, like, what the hell am I being watching? But to bring the entertainment aspect, that's why I do a lot of challenges. So without dancing around the bush, question I want to ask both of you is, did you ever get the chance to do one of those human pyramids? And would you guys be interested in doing one? And Jess, we're going to start off with you.
No, I have never done one. I don't know if I would have the strength or balance to do it safely, to be perfectly honest. I don't like to say no to a challenge, but that one might be a little difficult.
I love that stuff. I'm a loser.
No, you're not. I think it's really cool. I love watching it.
You're riskier than some.
What about you, Huxley?
I'm sort of with Jessica on this. I'm worried about my bones. Even where the location is, what is this going to do to my back tomorrow?
Right.
But I do know some younger, more limber females that would be probably very interested in doing something like that. So,
Well, if you guys are interested, you two can be like the ringmaster and just do the ringmaster parts. But a funny thing I posted a while ago, I want to do like a little poll, and you guys can leave it in the comments of what you think. If you had to choose a pyramid or a dog pile, which one are you more likely to do?
Dog pile.
is that a question for me?
Yes.
Yes. I agree with Jessica on this again. Yes, dog pile.
And a lot of people are like, well, why you talk about human pyramids? And long story short, when I was younger, 4 years old, I can't remember exactly, but it was my parents or my grandparents got me a circus book. And for some reason, it always stood out to me. And a lot of people say, dude, you're just an asshole. Why you ask women just this question? Are you trying to get your talk show canceled? No, I don't have anyone to talk to about this type of thing. And then I was looking at Bill Maher and Bill O'Reilly. And before he came out, he was a phony. I liked Bill O'Reilly, and I'm like, and Jimmy Kimmel. I need questions because I have so many questions. Of instead of being copy and paste, what was life growing up? Who inspired you? Why not be? And of course, I am professional, and for anyone out there, get your heads out of your asses because I'm not being an ass. Ask funny questions. Be interactive. So yes, I do human pyramid challenges. I do like Dumbo and Jumbo Buck because for the younger audiences, what would they why would they watch my network if they're not gonna interact with the talk show? So there's so many different challenges out there. Why not do I don't know, someone said throwing a curveball. But anyway, I think it's funny and we do it to have fun. People take things so damn seriously. You sneeze the wrong way, you're gonna offend somebody. But I want you to get me both fired up. What gets you fired up? And I want you guys to interact with each other. Passing the show over to you guys.
Oh boy. All
Fired
right.
up like angry? Like what frosts my cookies?
Yeah.
Okay. Middle schoolers.
Ooh, that's a good one. Why?
I struggle with that age. I want in the worst way to love them, but there's something about their brain development that doesn't click with me. And so middle school is just so hard. Give me elementary school and high schoolers, but please don't give me a middle school.
That is a tough age.
It is very tough. I feel for them. I do, but
Yeah, I have some younger family members that are in that sort of age group, and it's tough to connect sometimes because